Okay, let's discuss one more question in this exercise. Question number 2. So in this question, two parts are there. I have made the diagram of the first part. So in this, it is given that ABCD is a square. Square means these all the sides will be equal to each other. Then APB is an equilateral triangle. That means again all the sides are equal to each other. So now what we have to prove? We have to prove that triangle APD is congruent to triangle BPC, and afterwards we have to find all the angles of triangle DPC. So let's solve this question. So first of all, we will write which triangles we need, APD and BPC. In triangle APD and triangle BPC. Okay, so if you see AP is equal to BP, okay, so we can write AP equal to BP, and in the bracket I will write as given, because these two sides are equal to each other. Then PD equal to PC, this is not given to us. Then we check the other side, AD and BC, so we can write AD equal to BC, and again I will write given. So now I have two sides as equal to each other. That means one angle should be included between these two sides, should be equal to each other. So if you see very carefully, this whole angle is 90 degree and this angle is 60 degree. So this angle will be 30 degree. So I can write angle DAP is equal to angle CBP is equal to how much? 90 minus 60, that is 30. Okay, since it is an equilateral triangle, so it is 60 and it is a square, so this whole angle is 90, so this angle becomes how much? 30 degrees. Similarly here again it is 30 degree. So we can say that triangle APD is congruent to triangle BPC by side angle side criteria. Okay, so these two triangles are congruent to each other. So now for the second part, what we need to calculate all the angles of DPC. So let's take in triangle DPC. What we know? We know that PD equal to PC by CPCT. That means these sides are equal to each other. Okay. So this will give you, this implies angle PDC is equal to angle PCD. Okay, so these two angles will be equal to each other. Then if I get the value of only this angle, then I can easily calculate the value of this PDC and PCD. So if you see carefully, this angle and this angle, so we can say that in triangle APD, I have to calculate angle APD. So what we know, AP equal to AD, so that means angle APD is equal to angle ADP. Again, isosceles triangle property I have used, so let this angle is equal to x. So this is also x. So we can write x plus this is 30 degree equal to 180 degree. So from here you will get 2x equal to 150 and x equal to 75 degree. That means this angle is 75 degree. Okay, so this angle is 75 degree. Now we will calculate this angle. So so what we will do next, angle APD is 75, but angle APD is equal to angle BPC by again CPCT. So angle BPD is also how much? 75 degrees. So this is also 75. So this x we have calculated at 75. So we can now calculate angle BPC is equals to 360 degree minus 75 plus 75 plus 60. Okay. This whole angle is a complete angle. This whole angle will be a complete angle, and this is 60 degree. So this will give you 360 minus 210, that is 150 degrees. So this is the first angle that we got. Then similarly, angle APD plus angle ADP plus angle DPC will give you 180 degree. So angle APD is equal to ADP. So ADP plus angle ADP and DPC is 150 degree. So from here you will get angle ADP is equal to 150 degree. So that means angle ADP is equal to 15 degree. So what is our answer? Angle APD is equal to angle ADP equal to 15 degree. So these are the two angles, and this is one of the angles. So this is how we can find the angle of DPC. Again I am repeating. First we will prove these as congruent. Then these two sides are equal to each other. So these two angles will be equal. I have considered these two angles as x. So you will get the value of APD as 75 degree. And these two triangles are congruent. So this angle will be equal to this angle by CPCT. So BPD is also 75. Now this whole angle at P, this is P. It is a complete angle there for me. So I have used the property of complete angle, and I got DPC is equal to 150 degree. Afterwards, I have used the angle sum property to calculate the value of APD and ADP. In the same manner, you can find the values for the second figure also. Okay, let's discuss one more question. So in this, what is given? The triangle ABC is there. In this, angle B is 90 degree. Then ABPQ and ACRS are the squares. Okay, these are the different squares. That means these sides are equal to each other, and these sides are also equal to each other. And all the internal angles as 90 degree. Now we have to prove that triangle ACQ is congruent to triangle ASB. So let's start. And first of all, we will write the triangles as usual. In triangle ACQ and triangle ASB. So first we will check the sides. See, AC and AS, and definitely they are equal. So we can write AC equal to AS. Sides of square AC are S. Okay, because they are the sides of the square AC RS. Then next is CQ equal to BS. This we have to prove. Then we will check AQ and AB. So if you see AQ and AB, again they are equal. So AQ equal to AB, and what is the reason? Sides of square AB PQ. Since ACRS and ABPQ were the squares, so these sides we got as equal to each other. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove one more angle between the included sides. So that angle is in this angle A and in this angle BAS. So I will write angle QAC. So if you see angle QAC, this is 90 and this is angle BAC. That means 90 plus angle BAC. Similarly, angle BAS. So if we see angle BAS, again this is 90 degree because it was a square, plus angle BAC. So that means angle QAC is equal to angle BAS. So that will give me triangle ACQ is congruent to triangle ASB by same criteria, side, angle and side. Okay, so we can say that CQ equal to BS by CP. Okay, so triangles are congruent, that means the CQ will be equal to BS by corresponding parts of congruent triangle are congruent.